Welcome to the Blind True Podcast, True Shots, where real stories meet real healing. I'm your co-host, Eric Foster. Today's podcast is titled Life's Canvas Turning Pain into a Masterpiece of Love, Resilience, and Service. We are honored to welcome a very special guest, Anthony McCauley, a three-time Amazon best-selling author with 18 published works, a certified peer support specialist, and the founder of the Males of Distinction program. In this powerful conversation, we explore how life's greatest challenges can become the very brushstrokes that create our most meaningful and purpose. Anthony's journey is a testament to the transformative power of resilience, showing how pain can be redirected into purpose, leadership, and service to others. Pain has a way of leaving marks on our hearts, but it also has the power to shape us, strengthen us, and reveal gifts we never knew we possessed. Today we discuss what it means to transform adversity into impact, heartbreak into hope, and personal struggles into acts of service that uplift individuals, families, and communities. This episode is a reminder that our scars do not diminish our beauty, they add depth, color, and meaning to the masterpiece of what we're becoming. Through stories of resilience, faith, love, perseverance, and service, we'll discover how every experience, both painful and beautiful, contributes to the unique canvas of our lives. This episode is brought to you by Destiny's by Choice Support Services because your journey, your voice, your truth matters. And today is going to be a very, very, I think, meaningful episode because earlier when we was just chopping it up, we realized that we both share similar stories. And I, as me being in recovery, I've heard that if you listen long enough, you'll hear your story, so, but before we get started, can you just tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. First of all, let me say thank you to the Blind Truth Podcast for hosting me today. And my name is Anthony McCauley. I'm from Thomasville, North Carolina, home of Thomasville Furniture. And we don't have any furniture there anymore. All we got is empty shell buildings and a Walmart.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I now reside in Pinehurst, North Carolina, which is the golfing. I don't know if we have all the USGA tournaments there and everything, but I am 60 years old and I've lived a life of my life has been good. There's been the good, bad, and the ugly. And I'm just grateful to be here today. I am also a school social worker at 2 elementary schools previous. I'm now running for Board of Education in my county. And I've done some things in the field of mental health and trauma and become a subject matter expert as a lived experience person. So you know what I mean by that.
Yes, sir.
And but I'm just grateful to be a part of what's going on today. And it was a pleasure traveling here to sit with you. And also, I'm grateful to meet you, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Likewise.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad your travels was safe and you made it.
Yes.
And hope you get to see the city. It's a beautiful place. Check out the star. You might like that.
Okay.
Some reflection time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have a list of questions. I may veer off.
Yeah.
It depends on what direction this conversation goes.
Okay.
But the first one I'm gonna start with is take us back to the lowest point of your life.
Ooh. There has been, I bumped my head a lot of times, man. But I think the lowest one was the very last time when I decided that I wanted to do something different with my life. And for the audience, I want them to know that my life has stemmed from some addictive behaviors. I did have a particular drug of choice and was not a reflection of how I was raised or anything like that. It's just in the early 80s, there was an epidemic that hit the streets of all across the United States, especially in Black communities, of cocaine, crack cocaine. And even though I found myself as an athlete, football, basketball, and I ran track, I found myself getting hurt my senior year in high school. Before that, every college wanted me. And I couldn't figure out what happened after I got my leg broke, that it seemed like nobody wanted me. But I did do a walk-on at a college, and I got hurt the very first day in practice. So I had to come back home because I wasn't on a scholarship. But this epidemic had hit the streets. And I was wondering, why is everybody, even some of my best friends were coming around, and I found myself trying to be a dealer, and ended up getting high on my own supply. And I'm very transparent about my story, so I hope this is. It is. Children need to hear this as well. Young men and young ladies need to hear it as well, because I turned my life around. And the lowest point of my life was when I found myself in a jail cell, and they transferred me to a prison. Didn't do much time. I did some probation violations, but the lowest point was finding myself in a jumpsuit with a bunch of men in the same outfit as me, and they feed me this nasty food. And I found myself, and it was horrendous and it was nasty. And I said, you know what? I've got to do something different. And then I did it again. I repeated the same cycle because I didn't learn my lesson. But the lowest point was finding myself behind those walls with no control of my own, and somebody telling me what to do all the time, and finding myself in an orange jumpsuit.
Okay, because like it's said that everybody rock bottom is always a trap door at that bottom. So
Yeah.
like I always been like, I would never do that, but in the end I end up doing it.
Right.
Like I would never be homeless, but in
Right.
the end I was homeless.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it's just, you never know what this disease would take us.
Right.
But the resilience part is you bouncing back and coming, to your strongest point.
Right.
It's the thing that we're walking towards.
Right.
So
That's
just
right.
Bear with me. All right. So you survived 2 overdoses. Were there a specific moment that made you realize something had to change?
Yes. And people always say, man, you don't overdose on cocaine. Yes, you do. Especially when you speedballing, especially when you mixing cocaine and heroin together, and you got uppers and downers. And if you stay up for 1 week dehydrated with no food, and you rolling off for nothing but drugs in your system, my body folded up. I found myself convulsing in the middle of a street, foaming at the mouth, and woke up in the back of an ambulance, pumping my chest the first time. And here's the insanity part of it. They cleaned me up, got me back on track, hydrated me, put fluids in me. And as soon as I walk out of the emergency room, I made a phone call and started right back over again. That's the insanity part of what was going on. But yeah, and that the second time I overdosed, I tried to commit suicide. In that world of dealing with addictive behaviors, we do some of the craziest things, like give a drug dealer a $40,000 car that you're working hard for every day just to keep your high going, just to keep your body going, just to keep you going in that moment. And I found myself going, this is too low for me. So I walked down a dark highway, and I mean, it was dark. And I'd rode this highway plenty of times. But for this particular time, I started cramping up again. And I passed out, and I tried to crawl my way into traffic on I-85 northbound in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'll never forget, under a bridge. Someone called the ambulance, and they came and got me. I tried to crawl out in front of traffic and didn't have enough strength to do that. So that was some low moments in my life. After I got cleaned up that time, I decided something has to give. Something has to give. And for a few years, life was life and very well.
Okay.
So
I asked that because of, we was talking how our stories are similar, and I OD'd twice also. And the last time, you remember how we was talking about like you dealing with high school kids and from the country club to the hood?
yes.
And there's one sniff can take them out. This particular day, I'm walking across a parking lot, and a friend of mine asked me to help him do something. And I was like, what you gonna do for me? And they was like, I give you something. And they gade me 1 match pad hit of fentanyl. The next thing I know, I was in the
Wow.
back of the ambulance, and they had tubes hooked up to me, working on me. But the insanity part was when I came out, I was ready to go again.
Yeah.
Like a few hours later, I'm ready to get back to the madness.
Yeah.
So that just like it always made me think about other people in their situations, how they felt after the overdose.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't remember my overdose until months later when I had time in jail to
Right.
think about what had just happened a couple months ago. And I was like, Eric, you almost died.
Right.
But a person in long-term recovery all told me that every time that I decided to use drugs, I was trying to commit suicide.
Right.
And I get it now. You know,
Playing Russian roulette, man.
yes, sir, because you never know what you're gonna get when you do it.
That's right.
And especially now, you couldn't pay me to pick no drugs up.
Right.
You know, even if I wanted to.
That's right.
Because I know chances are I will die.
That's right.
You
You
know,
got to play the tape all the way out.
Yes, sir.
Play the tape all the way out.
And you know, and the thing about conversations like this, right? I don't think that we take the opportunity to have conversations before things go wrong.
Right.
It's usually after things go wrong. Like
Right.
in the hood, when I'm beefing with somebody, they always want to, let's go talk it out. Y'all should talk it
Right.
out. But when things going right, they don't suggest us just to talk.
That's right.
You know?
And we as men don't talk, man. That's one of the things that I do now is I want to be open and honest. Hey, man, look here. And even in the housing area where I go, I see the young men with guns and they're 20 years old. And they don't mind. They will shoot you and go do the time like it's nothing. So my approach to them is, hey, man, look here. I see you got your gun and everything. So it's all in your approach. So I believe now I talk, man. I talk it out, man. Look, we got to reason with this thing, man. Because I know for a fact, being in this field now and seeing young men out there on the streets now, there are some underlying issues of trauma that's taking place. Everybody has a story. What I'm finding out is more and more I talk to people, everybody has a story.
Yes.
I don't care. And that I've met young men, Eric, who are carrying a gun because they got to go buy dope for mama and they seeing things at home and they just surviving.
Yes.
And they're involved in gangs. So I see so much going on now that I don't know why this is my testimony, man. Why did God choose me to be the one to be able to talk to anybody?
I know you just said why, but why not?
So that's where I'm at with it. That's exactly what I say.
You know,
So
that's the hard part.
Yes. Yes.
You know, like, I didn't ask for that.
Right.
I didn't ask for this.
That's right.
The accountability part.
Right.
You know, and then holding yourself accountable.
Right.
You know, like the 2024 version of myself is not the 2026 version.
No.
You know, I didn't really understand accountability until now.
Right.
You know, and I didn't understand like how I affect other people.
That's right,
You know,
man.
like not just the people, my family, not my friends. I'm talking about people who's on the outside looking in, who's watching me, looking for hope, looking for inspiration, seeing if I'm continue the path or am I gonna go back or
That's
whatever,
right.
just to see if they can do it. Some people are afraid to talk to me about it, but a lot of people do choose to.
Right.
And I gotta be in position to help carry the Olympic
The torch. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like every day you're carrying that torch, you know? And a lot of people don't, I'm not gonna say don't understand, but I don't think they really realize after a person gets clean and get their life on track, the responsibility that comes with that, man.
Yeah.
It's like if you're really serious about it, it's a lot of weight on your shoulders.
It really is, man. Plus, we as men, and I always come back to the manhood part of it because we're like the engine coming down the track. We're the head. If you get off track and derail, if that train derails, what happens to all the rest of the cars behind it? It gets off track. So when we start cleaning up and everybody immediately, when you start seeing recovery, oh my God, he was a drug addict. People are recovering from gambling. Some people talk too much. Some people overeat. So there's all types of traumas taking place right now in people's lives but we're this is, oh, you're the ultimate sin. You did crack and heroin. No, sin is sin. But you don't know how that, and I'm not gonna lie. I had fun in the streets, man.
Yeah.
That thing was painted up pretty, man. Sin was fun, but there's some consequences behind it.
Yes, sir.
Overdose, taking guns from bullying. Man, I had to bully. I'm not no bully. Man, I'm a gentle giant, man. But out there on the streets, I had to change around to make my mentality it's dog eat done.
Yeah.
You got what I want. At first, I'm like, man, I done spent all my money, man. And I got 2 babies at home and a wife. And I done took $2,000 from a Friday to Monday and ain't even been home and took no bath or nothing. And I got a 19-year-old kid that's running up and down the street in my car. What am I gonna do? I'm getting ready to get my stuff back, man. I'm about to beat him down. Who he think he is, man? He's 19 and I'm old enough to be his father. And this little bitty stuff that he got is controlling me? No. I gotta do something. So next time I see him, I'm gonna snatch him out my car and I'm gonna take all his dope. And that's what I would do, man. That's not me, man. But then it started, another insanity part of it. Then when I would see him the next time, he throw me a whole, man, don't come around with that, man. Here you go, man. I don't want it, but I'll take it. So somewhere the vicious cycle has to be broken, man. That comes with manning up. It comes with man. Now I got a great relationship with my daughters, man. They were babies. They had no idea till they read my book. Dad, we didn't know. But they would know. Dad come home after 3 days, after a week, and they would run to me and Daddy's eyes are not right. I still got residual on me, man. Residue. But they didn't know that. I noticed that, but I got a great relationship with the mother of my children and my girls. So everything changes around. My skin cleared up, man. I had dark circles under my eyes. Pockets touching. Skinny as I don't know what, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And no food, no none of that, man. I'm not gonna apologize. I'm gonna go ahead, man. You good?
Okay, so you truly believe that the change you want to see in the world starts with us?
I truly believe that, man. Somebody's got to do it, man. And like you said, why not me? And I've taken on. I don't know, man. But lots of people look up to me, man. And I'm very forthright. Like I said, I'm running for Board of Education right now, man. Okay. And they are giving me a fit. But here's what they can't do, though. I'm very forthright about my story, and they don't know how to take it. It's because the people I'm dealing with have some traumas, and these are older men who got some associated traumas, and women who have not dealt with. I've dealt with mine. I speak all over the world and tell people, I take the mask off. I inhaled, y'all. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
I inhaled.
The president said he didn't.
The president said he did. I did. And now it's been one of the biggest campaign boosters for me because people are like, man, he real, man. He real, man. He gonna tell. He definitely can help our children.
So let me ask you a question. What made you decide you want to write the books and tell everything about what you had been through?
Because I had to get it out of me, man. I had to tell it. And like I said, I used to question, why is this my testimony, man? I wanted to be a doctor, man, or a coach, football coach. I wanted to do all these things, man. I'm like, but now I got to tell people I came from a great family, man. You know, my mother and father, I was a great example. But why do I tell everybody that, man, I used to have drug paraphernalia on me, man? And that every time I would do that, it would take away the pain until I told you earlier, but I'm not going to disclose that here. Okay. I told you earlier, there was a trauma that happened to me that I had to tell it on because it kept me hiding behind a pipe, man, until I told it on it. So now I feel like, since I've studied this, And I'm so grateful. I'm so glad you're going back to school, man.
Thank you.
Go get it, man. It's hard, man. But now what happens is you're gonna be making A's. You're gonna be like, man, I made an A on this test. Me making an A? Yes, I made an A in statistics, man. But Google. I Googled it. I Googled, hey, how do I do this problem? But anyway, we change, man. We change, man. We are some of the, and I keep telling everybody, it's like, give me that person. Every family has that one person that, man, there you go again, man.
I'm just that person.
He ain't look at him. He back in jail again. He on that dope. But man, I don't care. We could be clean for 55,000 years. When I pass away, you know what they're gonna say? The dope finally got it. And I'm gonna be clean.
The reason I'm laughing because I can see that. It's like some people actually do change.
Yeah.
But then you got those who just can't imagine you being the person to change.
Right.
So when they see you, they always saying, he the same person.
Yeah.
He
Man, I'm not the same person. I'm definitely not the same person. When I see my 82-year-old mother who at one time looked at me and said, I don't know who you are, but I want my son back. And I started crying. Now when I talk, she 82. I can feel her smiling through. We cut up, man.
Man,
cut up, man.
That is crazy because my mom is 82 also.
Wow.
And I just went to see her last week.
Yeah.
And the feeling I get now when I see her versus when I was in my active addiction is like, it's two different type feelings, because when I left her presence, I didn't know if I was gonna make it back.
That's right, man. That's right.
And now I know if she's gonna be there, I can make it back. But she's at an age where she got more time behind her than she do in front of her.
That's right, man.
But now I'm in position to deal with anything that comes down the pipeline.
See,
and it hurt, but I'm in a mind space where I know how to lean on people. I know how to reach out. And I know how to cry for help if I need it, And I didn't learn that until I got clean, because I always want to do everything myself and do it my way. And my way always got me in the penitentiary.
Right.
It always got me on drugs.
Right.
Rehab, in jail.
Right.
Or on a run or fighting for my life.
Right.
So now it's like, I'm so glad to have this conversation with you and to meet you, because now I have another person in my network.
That's right, man. That's right.
And it's not many of us.
Right.
It's not many. I hate to say it like this, but there's not many strong black men around.
It's not, man. It's not.
We're falling off for different reasons,
right.
And just to see other strong black men, and there's no shot at any other race. It's just another thing to see another strong black man just trying to make it and try to do better than what they did yesterday.
Man, I cannot do this by myself, man. I'm not a self-made man. I had help, man. My father was the example for me, man. And like back to mom, man. My mother held the Bible for me this week, man. And I got sworn in as a guardian ad litem, man. I got cleared through the court system in North Carolina. I got cleared, man. They keep trying to come at me, man, with all this past stuff, but they can't find nothing. My mother stood in front of it with the judge and me, man, in the courtroom and held the Bible while I had my right hand up, my left hand on the Bible, man. My mother stood in front of me, man. Wow. Told me how proud she was of me, man. She got to see that, man. So now I get to help foster kids, man. I get to go by and make sure foster kids are safe, man. Me, man. After all I've been through, man. So I strive for excellence every day, man. It's not an arrogant thing, but I need you in my network, man. Sometimes now with you and I have a similar story. I can call you and say, hey, look here, man, I'm feeling some kind of way, man. You'll know exactly. Sit down, man. Let me talk to you. I'm feeling some kind of way too.
Right.
And we could talk transparent and help each other. I don't have many men in my life like that because they are some men are they don't understand because they don't have that same story.
got me over here trying to fight by these tears, man. Hey, you gotta get
I told you, I'm not gonna, I started to say I'm sorry, but I'm not, man. I'm not gonna make no apologies, man. I'm not gonna make no apologies.
I wasn't ready, man. I wasn't ready. Yeah, you got me.
So yeah, we definitely gonna have to stay in touch, man. Network, man. So this is divine. To me, it's not this setting right now was supposed to happen right now. That's the way I feel.
You do know, like, when you're doing the right thing and going in the right direction, it's always gonna be something or someone to try to stop in.
Oh yeah.
And make you go.
Oh yeah. Oh
backwards to where you was trying to go to. You know, like adversity is what we are known to be able to handle.
Right.
You know, it's just how we choose to handle it.
That's right.
Is what we work on now.
That's right.
And just keep going forward, and you know you can get to the other side.
Right.
It's just sometimes the pain that comes along with all the stuff that we go through, like the things that we had to endure just to get to where we at. After we get here, we don't feel like we should have to go through that much pain no more because we done did the worst.
Right.
And that happened.
Right.
This is my take of all the things I just been through in the last 2 years. Hell, the last 6 months. You know?
Last week.
Yeah. Yesterday. You know.
That's right.
So, like, with my mom, for instance.
Yeah.
I get clean. She become paralyzed from the waist down.
Wow.
You know, having to see her in the hospital and going through the surgeries and all that. But I had to look at the bright side of that is when my sister called me, I was able to get on the road. Yeah. I wasn't like when she had a heart attack in '92, I was in a crack house.
That's right. See?
This time I'm on the couch. I'm at work. I'm somewhere positive doing the right thing. And I was able to move and be there for my mom and my sister and my nephews, nieces, and blah, blah, blah.
There you go.
And like, that was the most rewarding feeling, but also I had people with me that was there for me.
Right.
I wasn't going alone. I had a team. I had an army with me, you know, and I've always fought my battles by myself. And I got to realize now I don't have to do that. You know, I sometimes be choosing to, but I don't have to, you know, and I got to look at my life like, it's truly a blessing, you know? And sometimes I feel like I don't deserve what I've got going on.
Man.
You know? Like, I'm not worthy. And the fear of me disappointing people is my worst fear.
Yeah.
So I'm holding on to a lot of that. You know, it's like, I know what I'm capable of doing, but the fear of me succeeding sometimes hold me back. The fear of me not thinking that I am equipped to do the job holds me back.
Right.
But the fear of disappointing someone other than myself, that's the biggest enemy I got right now is I don't want to be that person, that guy, you know, like to make promises and break them. You know, I try to hold on to everything I say, but sometimes life gets in the way and make it that you can't do something. But
that's
if I make
human
a promise,
nature thing,
I try to stick to it.
Right, right.
But a lot of times, man, I feel like, can I stick to the plan? Can I stick to this strip?
Yeah.
Can I continue to live this life the way I'm living it? Only 3 years removed from my old life because I know that's still there.
Right.
You know, and I know that's a much easier role to step into, but it's a much harder life to live. You know, it's easy not caring. It's easy not waking up, going to work, living off the land, so you say.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of hard stuff to come with it, man. You know, so like now my life is I get up, I go to work, I help. I'm there for my family. Some days it's hard, but it's worth it, you know? And
man,
what I'm learning though is when I walk out the house with my lunch bag and my work clothes, I might be the first real man that a kid sees.
Come on, man.
When I leave the house or when I'm coming home.
That's exactly how it happens. And when you talk about that fear, I want you to think about this. You can either forget everything and run or forget everything and rise. So take that fear and make it a healthy fear. Life be lifing, man. And the human nature side of who we are, it messes with you, man. Especially us.
Yeah.
Look at you. Got a lunchbox. You smelling good. Look at he going to work. Got the car outside. He going. And you get to work. Somebody. He's here. You light up the room when everybody waiting for you to get there. You make everybody day. Man, that's a lot to carry, man. I do it every day, man. It was like, Anthony, oh my God, Anthony's here. I'm like, God, man, what's the big deal, man? Like what's the big deal? Like,
the other morning, where I work at, I got to be relieved by a person.
Yeah.
So the female, she gets there, you can obviously see something wrong. She's crying.
Yeah.
She's been crying, whatever. And I was like, you all right? And she was like, yeah, I'm all right. I said, okay. So on my way on to leave, I said, are you really all right? If you want to talk to me, you can.
Yeah.
I won't tell nobody.
Right.
She was like, a friend of mine just OD'd last night.
Wow.
And I was like, well, it can get better.
Yeah.
You can get through it. If you need me, you see me, holler at me. I was able to give her that word because I've been through it. I lost several friends over this.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I know it's hard. But when just being that person where when they see you coming, they don't like, oh, here he come.
Right.
They ain't in a negative way.
That's right.
Normally it's been like, oh,
man, here come this joker, man.
Here come the
He
drama.
get ready to tell lies. But what happened to us? We had a heart transplant, man. Our hearts changed, man. We're different, man. We are different, man. On Fridays, I got so good at telling lies, man. On Friday, the boss man be like, all right, okay, here's your check, man. Who died this week? I had so many uncles to die, man. I could make myself, man, I've been high Thursday. I need my check Friday. So it's time to put on that. Man, my uncle died. Here, man, take your check and go, man. So every week I was doing the boss man said, here go your check, man. I know your uncle probably died, right? You know what I'm saying? So I had a heart transplant. My heart changed, man. I got a heart now, man.
So how does it feel being a completely different person?
Man, it feels, I knew I had it in me. I knew it was in me. But that vice right there, it felt good, man. It take away the pain.
Yeah.
It take it for a second. Yeah. And then I got to chase it again. And then I'm like, I can't chase it now because I ain't got no money. Well, now what I'm going to do? Something stupid.
Because when the highs are high, but when the lows are low.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I sit back and just be like, just reminiscing about the things I had to go through. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And this, man, a lot of times, what we want to realize too is we had brain damage, man. Your brain, yeah, you literally had brain damage.
I literally had brain surgery.
Wow.
So I know I had brain damage.
But it takes scientifically, and all that stuff. I studied all that, man. It takes 5 years for us to, as people who dealing with addictive behaviors and ingested something inside your body, it takes 5 years for your brain to even begin to heal, man.
You know that, I did a lot of LSD in high school, right? And anything over 2 hits, you legally insane.
Yeah, you gone. You done.
And for me to be able to have a right mind, and that was my drug of choice. It was never coke or heroin. It was LSD. I was always into science, math, trying to figure stuff out, the world, whatever. And I thought that helped me do it.
Yeah.
It did. It was creating an insane monster.
Yes, man. It was, man.
So it's like now I ask myself if I could do anything different.
Right.
Would I? And my answer is no.
No.
Every time. Because if I change one thing, that ultimately changed me.
Right.
Because it's already written what's going to happen to you. You can either slow to get to your destination or fast to get to it. You can get to it regardless if you live long enough.
Yep.
So I figure this was the path I had to go to or go through to get to the point where I can be there to help somebody else that need to get through that tunnel, that gate, or wherever.
That's right.
You know how the sky's supposed to open up. when you get to the other side of something, it's supposed to be beautiful, you
Right.
know? And it is.
Yes.
And my biggest thing was I didn't know how beautiful life could be
Come on, man.
until I started to taste life.
That's
Because
right.
I was trapped in a 9-mile radius for 20-some years.
Wow.
And I had chances to take trips, go places. I would not leave the block.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I went to Maryland for 3 days. Well, I thought I was gonna stay for 3 days, but I used up all my drugs in 2. So I had to come
So you
back.
had to come back
Yeah.
to your 9 miles.
Right. So on the way back, I used the bathroom myself. You know, that was a low point. You know? But I was so far gone that I didn't know what to do.
Right.
But go get some more.
Right.
You know, and today is like talking to people that's been through.
Yeah.
And realizing what I have, and realizing that it's okay. You know that only thing I got to do is continue to try.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get better. You
It
know,
gets better and better, man.
So I mean, I don't know, man. It's like this is like one of the only. Matter of fact, this is the only conversation that I've had with a male on the couch, like a one-on-one, other than my pastor. But that was a totally different conversation.
Yeah.
You know, it was a great conversation, but I'm talking to a man that's in the Word,
Right.
You know, did some things of the world, but I don't think he did that much because. To me, he just don't look like the type, you know. And that's not a
he
shot.
got something. He got something inside. He done something.
Yeah, he knows about it. But the conversation wasn't geared towards that past. It was morally geared towards the present, what's going on.
Right.
And I love him to death, man. What a life. Good guy, great guy. But this conversation is more of hopefully me seeing an older version of myself.
Yeah.
You know, of me wanting to. I'm not saying fill your shoes, but share the same type of shoes, maybe.
Yeah.
Like go on that path to helping people that's behind me, because eventually you'll retire, do what you got, but you can need younger people to step behind you to carry the torch.
That's right.
So what do you say for people that's coming behind you? Give them some words of wisdom.
We are soldiers, man. You and I. No, some people wouldn't be able to survive what we did, man. We sitting here in front of each other right now, overdose, and sitting here talking to each other. We're not supposed to be here, man. There are forces out there to try to take us out, and it didn't work. So you know, the only thing that I had to change, man, was everything.
I've heard that a lot.
The only thing I had to change about me was everything. We are soldiers, man. I need for you to come up, but I need somebody. I'm not some guru, man. I'm not this guru of, I got all the answers. No, I learned something new every day. I learned a lot from you sitting here, man. I learned a lot from you. But we're similar. But coming up and doing some of the things I'm doing when I retire, man, somebody's got to take that torch, man. And you're growing, man. You're right where you need to be. I'm right where I need to be. We are powerful, man. We are masterminds. That's why I said you about to blow school out the water, man. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different.
Man, I ain't been to school in 16 years.
Man, I told you I just did this 58 years old, man. I'm 60. I was taking little classes. I take the peer support. That's 6 months maybe. I did the peer 40 hours. I did peer support. I got my walls is lined with continuing education certificates.
That's all my little work so far.
I can go all the way around this room with continue. I'm always studying something. But I said, you know what? Let me get my 4 years. And they opened up so many doors, man. And I want to get my master's, man, but I'm good right now, man. I'm trying to set up for my retirement, man. But carry the torch, man. Like right now, I got the Males of Distinction Youth Program.
Okay, I'm
trying to find somebody. Males is making achievable life enhancing strides. I tell young men between the ages of 8 and 18-year-old, you're not a man yet. There's a transition from a male into manhood. I call it Males of Distinction because I tell the young men, You are distinct. You set up. Distinction means set apart, man. You guys are set apart, man. So when I could take a kid from this in the 6th grade, and I've had over 160 boys come through my group.
Wow.
From the time I founded the group. I was mentoring in the schools, and I seen something where I would go into schools and all these boys would flock to me. And the principals said, "Oh, you interrupting our school." I'm like, "I got them to class." And the young man, "Hey, Mr. McCauley, can I talk to you? What's going on, man? Man, I feel like throwing a desk across the room. What's going on? What? Because I can't read." So I said, okay, so I said, I got to do something, man. So I founded this group. So for Males of Distinction has helped. I teach them life skills, real world situations, and I tell them too, man, get over here and line up, man. Teach them how to get in line. Teach them different things on the streets. I let them meet the police officer. Man, y'all come and talk to my boys because they scared of y'all, man. It's scared. How do they approach it? Different scenarios. So now some of those young men I had in the 6th grade who are now seniors and going on to college, are they so respectful, man? Some of them found out though. I had out of all those boys, about 5 of those boys had to go find out for themselves. I still didn't turn my back. I'm like, okay, now I gotta show you how to work the probation. You gotta get to your probation office. You can't sit at home and tell you to be down there on this date at this time. You gotta go. I'll take you, drop you off at your probation office. Let's get this behind you. And it changes. So yeah, I deal with that, man, in the community. Right now, I'm on hold because I'm running for this election, but I do one-on-one cases now. Now I get to deal with the foster children. So I'm big on telling young men, and the only reason why I don't do the young ladies because society is different now. I got plenty of young ladies that I help, and their mothers will say, "I want nobody but him helping." I can't because I got to have a young lady with me to help me do that because anything could go wrong.
That's right.
So I deal with young men, but I want young men to know, man, you got to step up. This is not the best for you, man. Go see the world, man. It's a beautiful world out there, man. Go see something. Get up out of here. I got the boys that stay in the housing projects. I make them come out and we sit across the field in a field and look back at the housing area. So inside of that gate, y'all killing each other. Y'all selling dope to your mamas. And y'all, everybody over there doing something. Come out the gate, man.
Yeah.
And they like, wow, man. I said, they want you to stay in there and kill each other.
Yes, sir.
Come out of there, man. So
man, that just brought back a memory, man. And 22, 23. Like he was talking about 2 different worlds, daytime, nighttime. Well, in the daytime, everybody is loving, free to go do what they want. Well, in the projects I hung at nighttime, the young guys, whatever, patrol the projects with AK-47s, SKs, whatever. Like, just walking the block.
Wow.
You know, just
protecting. So they thought.
So they thought. I mean, it scared the heck out of me, you know, because just like, were the fences made to keep us out or were they made to keep us in?
Right.
You know, and you're not helping us get out if you're standing there with a gun, you know. And this was just a thought that came across my mind.
Yeah, but that's all they know. That's all they know. Until somebody tell them different. But I can give you all the tools you need, just like somebody gave me all the tools I needed. Look, man, you can't keep going to the barbershop. You can get a haircut, man.
Yes, sir.
So I give you all the tools you need to succeed. It's up to you, man. And yeah, it bothers me when I'm like, man, well, I told you what to, man, I gave you what to do, but I get it. My daddy told me, don't go down there and turn left. Shoot, I turned left for 35 years until I turned back right.
So did you ever see yourself being in this situation, like what you got going on in life right now?
I knew I had it. I keep saying this, man. I knew I had it in me, man. And I was, like you said, I can't be successful. But I felt success is not money. That's the first thing. Oh, he's successful. He rich. No, it's not. Success is not money. My peace of mind. I got what I need. I'm provided for, man. It gets tough, man. Sometimes I get down like, man, I got to make payment arrangements for my power bill, man, because it's tough, you know. But it always work out. It ain't that tough where it's gonna make me go, you know what? I'm gonna take this $20 go get me a hit, man. No, it ain't worth that.
I know that's
It ain't worth that because I know what's gonna happen, and it's spiritual to me, man. And like I said, I deal with a lot of pastors and stuff, but they don't like me to talk real. I'm like, come on, man. I'm a foot soldier, man. I want the nasty person out there, man. I've met millionaires on the street, man, that decided I want to live like this because the people that I know that's real, they ain't hitting on nothing. And I've dealt with pastors. I told my testimony in front of 3,000 people one time, and they said, man, you shouldn't have told that in front of the whole church. I said, why not? I just got high with Deacon such and such last night. We got high together. I said, oh, I'm going to tell it, man. So somebody got to tell it. But some people were going, man, thank you for sharing your story, man. And I've been dealing with this, man. I don't know how to talk about it. But they go to church every Sunday. Church supposed to be a hospital, man. I don't care. My thing is, I would love to have a building where I don't care if you sat outside of your car and you took a hit and you come in the building, I'm going to love on you, man. You sick? You need some help? I know you might be jacked up right now. Sit down. Let me get you a bottle of water. We're going to figure out if you need some resources. That's what I like to do, man. Give me that person that everybody done said he ain't gonna make, man, he gonna die in the street. He might. But like I said, I can give you all the tools, resources you need, man. We peer support specialists, man. We got access to resources. We help people, man. But sometimes people, you can give it to them.
right.
It's up to you to follow up, man. I had enough audacity to follow up. Stayed in the shelter, man. Oxford House.
Yeah.
They said, you gotta stay clean.
Yes, sir.
You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do chores. They gave me free bus tickets, brand new clothes. They said, you look for a job. You know you gotta get one, and you gotta eventually get one. So make sure that you find a job. So I had enough audacity to try to use the tools. So.
Okay, I just want to thank you for
Yes.
coming by, stopping by, and doing the podcast, man. It was an honor.
Yes, thank you,
pleasure.
man. Thank you, man.
A little
Thank your wife.
inspiration.
Thank your wife too, man.
I will.
Okay.
Inspiration. Thanks for that too, man.
Okay. All right.
I see you got a book. What's the name of your
Yes.
book?
This book right here is called The Mess Becomes a Miracle. I didn't have copies of my Life Canvas book, but I'll just leave these with you.
I will read them.
Yeah. And
Before
this
you go,
is
I
one.
need you to sign it.
I will
before you
sign.
go.
I will sign that
And
for
when
you. So
I write mine, I make sure I get you a copy. It's coming. I know it's coming.
And like I said, I publish all my work. I did all of these from front to back.
So just thank you for coming by, stopping by, and it was a pleasure, man.
Yes, sir. It was a pleasure, man.
Inspiration, hope, everything I probably need at this moment. So this is signing off. This is the Buying True podcast, where your destiny is by choice, not by chance. Brought to you by the Destiny by Choice Peer Support Services. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.